If you have spacious room in your home and in your heart for a new dog or cat, pet adoption makes sense for lots of reasons. Here are a few of them. You will be saving a life. Even if you adopt from an organization that has a no-kill policy, you will be helping to rescue another animal by making space available at the shelter. You will be saving money because adoption costs less than buying an animal from a pet shop or a breeder. By adopting rather than buying a new companion animal, you will reduce the demand that drives the commercial breeding of puppies and kittens. Each year, millions of healthy and well-behaved animals are destroyed in shelters simply because there are not enough homes for all of them. If you adopt a young adult or older pet, you can avoid many of the domestic hassles related to house training and teething. Puppies and kittens are cute, but they require lots of attention, training, patience, and newspapers. An older dog might fit in better with your loyal old Labrador than a rambunctious torpedo of a puppy. Kittens are easier than puppies, but you may also want to consider the benefits of an adult kitty, who has already gone through the precocious kitten stage. So, there are plenty of good reasons to adopt your next pet, but probably the best reason to adopt a dog or cat is that you just might meet your best friend. Choosing between getting a cat or dog can be a tough decision, but generally speaking, dogs require more attention while cats are more independent. But if you like to have a cuddle with your furry friend, and not just when it suits your cat, then perhaps a dog is the right choice for you. Pet owners have lower levels of cholesterol, lower blood pressure and are less likely to suffer from stress, depression and anxiety. A study by the US Department of Health has even shown that owning a pet significantly improves the chances of surviving a heart attack, while our group study found that people who own a pet deal with stress and loss better than those that don't. So owning a pet is good for more than just cuddles. Cats and dogs have different needs and characteristics, so this decision is influenced as much by the type of lifestyle you have as it is your personal favorite. It's less about dog versus cat, and more about which animal would best suit your lifestyle, taking into account your activity levels, the space you have at home, whether you have children or not, and how much time you can give to a pet. Cats and dogs have different needs and characteristics, so this decision is influenced as much by the type of lifestyle you have as it is a personal favorite. Telltale signs that dogs are for you. If you're an energetic, outdoorsy type who loves keeping active, a dog may be the right choice for you. Dogs need lots of stimulation, fresh air and regular walks, so they're best suited to people who have a garden, live in rural areas or have easy access to parks and open spaces. Well-trained dogs can be taken on trips and enjoy days out and traveling. Unlike cats, they're not naturally solitary animals, so they shouldn't be left alone all day. If you work long hours or have a very demanding job, think about whether you can give them the full attention they deserve. You'll also need to set aside time to train them and groom them. There are lots of different types of dog breeds available, ranging in size, shape, temperament and hairiness, so you should take these individual differences into account as well if you're thinking about getting a dog. Ultimately, if you have the space and time, you'll be rewarded with a pet who is an empathetic, playful, protective and faithful lifelong companion. Telltale signs that cats are for you. If you have limited indoor space, a busy lifestyle or simply want a more independent pet, you might be better suited to a cat rather than a dog. Cats are relatively quiet and are happy to be left alone to sleep and entertain themselves for most of the day, especially if they're allowed outdoors. They don't need walking, so cats are often well suited to less active people. They do enjoy social interaction, though, and love being played with. Regular grooming is important too, especially if you have a long-haired cat. Cats don't really need as much indoor space as dogs, especially if they have safe access to a garden. Even without outside access, cats can be content as long as they are fed an appropriate diet and have access to a litter box, toys and scratching posts to keep their minds and bodies busy. It's also essential that you interact with them frequently, so if you're going away you will need to find somebody to look after them, which may mean asking a neighbor to check in on them regularly or putting them in a cattery where they'll be looked after while you're gone. Although they don't tend to show the boundless energy that dogs do, cats often prove to be more self-sufficient and make loving, affectionate, relaxing and entertaining pets. It's now up to your decision to adopt a dog or a cat. But we would recommend you to adopt a pet from your local animal shelter or a rescued animal rather than buying from an animal mill.